Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! Join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
We have made it to the end of the 2025 regular season as the Larks look to close out the season with their 29th win and get another win against an RMBL rival as they will be taking on the Dodge City A's. As we welcome you into the pregame show, my name is Hank Corsair, and alongside me is Eli Blankenship. And the Larks got a lot of motivation coming into tonight's game. They're coming off of their third sweep in a row with a win over the Denver Cougars. That game was decided by a final score of 12-5. Doing the same thing they did that entire series. It was the middle part of that game where they really pulled away, but they actually were able to put some runs together early on and get a huge win.
Yeah, and this Larks team isn't a team that usually strikes really early in the game. Usually they kind of wait after the first couple innings to start to get the offense rolling, and they picked up an early run and stayed competitive with that with the Cougars, and they made it a pretty competitive game there towards the end of it. It seemed like things were starting to the lead was starting to narrow, like the previous game, like the second game of the series where the Cougars started to come back in the ninth inning. And yet again, the Larks came out on top. They really showed some grit. They continue to show that resilience that we've seen all season long, even when they're down, even when they're, even when a lead is slipping. They continue to show that fight, and that's certainly a very good sign for Coach Frank Leo going into the NBC World Series.
And taking a look at Dodge City coming into tonight's game, they enter 18-19 and 14-10 in RMBL play. Despite that record, they have got a bid to the NBC World Series. They will be in Pool B, and they'll be looking to have a winning record this month as they are 8-8 in July. And they can definitely compete with this Larks team. They come in with some strong batting, with some really good players, and they also will have motivation as well to avoid a sweep at Larks Park as they're 2-0 here in Hayes this season, and both of those losses have been run rules.
Yeah, this Dodge City team is a good squad. This is going to be competitive baseball tonight that we're going to see. They didn't make it to the NBC World Series for nothing. They're there for a reason, and this team is definitely going to be competitive with this Larks squad, and it'll be interesting to see how the Larks respond because their last 2 or 3 series, they haven't really had teams that have been able to keep up with them in terms of scoring-wise, and so we'll see if the A's can keep up with the Larks in terms of scoring, and if they can, it's going to be a real close ball game.
And regardless of the result tonight for each team, they cannot ask for a better way to end the regular season before going off to Wichita because both teams will be going to the NBC World Series, and they'll both have a similar matchups in pool play. As we take a look at that, the Larks and the A's will both be matched up with regional matchups and also some Pacific Coast teams as well. And entering this game, you're starting to get that win-win-win attitude, and it's just going to be a great preview before both teams go down to Wichita looking to get the title.
Yeah, and the Larks have been on a hot streak themselves. They have been lava hot recently in terms of just their play as a whole. They haven't – I don't even know how many games they're up to now on our winning streak, but they're up to quite a few. And they have really been able to show up and perform this last month, really. They've just been dominant against every team they've played, and I think that's got to feel really good going into the NBC World Series, knowing that you're going to find some really good competition there and that they're going to have to be on their A game.
It might have felt like this season went by fast, but tonight is the regular season finale, and it should be an exciting finish here at Larks Park tonight as the Hayes Larks look to extend their winning streak over the Dodge City A's. And we will have first pitch for you up next. We will note real fast that if we had the booth cam working, we'd show you guys. That's why we're not on camera. There are some clouds to the left of us that could move into the area, so anticipate a potential rain delay, but we'll keep you guys updated on that. But from the way it sounds, it's going to miss us. And first pitch will be up next here on the Larks Network. 47 days ago, the Larks played their first game of the season in Dodge City, and tonight they will play the regular season finale here in Hayes. Once again, they are facing the A's as Dalton Campbell gets the start on the mound tonight for the Larks, his fifth start of the season. Should be exciting to see how he approaches this one. He's going to be a guy that the Larks will rely on to get a strong start down in Wichita. So this is a good preview for him. As we've mentioned, Dodge City is going to be heading down to Wichita for the NBC World Series as well, so it should be a great matchup between him and the Dodge batters.
Yeah, and Dalton Campbell's one of the Larks' aces. He's really someone that's going to have to step up when they get to Wichita, and I think this will be kind of a good keeps him loose, gives him a little bit of confidence going into the tournament.
First pitch called strike one, and it comes at 7:08 p.m. 95 degrees at first pitch, and there are isolated thunderstorms in the area with 15-mile-per-hour winds. So that's why the netting's getting in the way of the camera right now. Just going to be something that we'll have to work with for the start of this game, but we will fix it if it gets worse. And right away, a swing and a miss on an 0-2 count. Dalton Campbell strikes out the first batter, Edward Gregory Jr.
Well, that's a good way to start the outing for Dalton Campbell. How about that? With authority, striking him out, and the first batter in the lineup, no less.
Next up is number 24, Blake Coleman, the sophomore from Arkansas Pine Bluff. We'll read off the rest of the Dodge City order. After him, it's number 9, Zach Hoskins, number 16, Isaiah Velasco. Count starts to we'll go to 0-1. Batting fifth is number 10, Ryan Buckley. Next after that is number 15, Jacoby Radcliffe. And the final three batters will be number 1, Edwin Silverio, number 4, Dominic Roberts, and number 19, Kane Carlos. 0-2 count to Coleman, the hit and RBI leader for this Dodge City team. He will foul this one back and keep the count at 0-2. That one goes high and outside. 1-2 now to Coleman. The first ball of the night thrown by Dalton Campbell. This one goes high and away. And Coleman's fighting back as the count moves to 2-2. Coleman just wrapped up his sophomore season at Arkansas Pine Bluff. He's originally from Austin, Texas, where he was a first-team All-State selection in high school. And he'll pop this one up. The wind's going to push this one as Paul Smith will run after it. He's in there in time to make the catch for out number 2. And on that pop-up, you could just see it went straight up, and then the wind caught it, and it pushed quite a ways into foul territory. But Smith doing a good job tracking it down for the second out.
Well, the wind is going to be a pretty major factor here tonight, and it always is in western Kansas, but when it really gets whipping like it is tonight, it is so unpredictable. I think even Dalton Campbell's probably feeling it over there on the mound in terms of how he's pitching. He's probably having to account for that as he's throwing his pitches. So not just the infielders going to have to deal with it. Everybody on the field is going to have to deal with it. It is going to be a constant battle with the wind tonight.
Next batter up is the junior from Tallmadge, Ohio, Zach Hoskins. He now faces a 1-1 count. Here's the Larks defensive alignment. Trent Baker will be in left field tonight. Caleb Duncan will be next to him in center field. And Lane Sparks returns to right field. As that one curves in, just missed a little bit on the outside for ball 2. Thomas Lissy will be over at third, and next to him is Tabor Stokes and C.J. Reed on the inside. At shortstop and second, Paul Smith will be the first baseman, and the catcher tonight is number 21, Lorenzo Rios. Next pitch finds the zone. Count moves to 2-2. As Campbell will look for his second strikeout of the night. He kicks and deals, and this one's going to be fouled off, keeping the count even.
It's a good-looking pitch there from Campbell. I'm a little surprised, actually, that Zach Hoskins was able to get a piece of that. That ball came in there pretty quick, had quite a bit of velocity on it. That was going to be the pitch to seal the deal there for Campbell.
And that one goes off the helmet of Hoskins, and he's going to run over to first base as he's the first runner on tonight.
Well, there's a reason they wear helmets in baseball, and that right there is exactly why. That was a pretty scary hit there, and it really, I think, was out of Campbell's control. The wind is just so unpredictable tonight. Even if he's going to throw a certain pitch that he knows is going to go somewhere, you can't always depend on that with this wind, with it being so gusty.
Dodge will try to get a 2-out rally going right here. They're now going to send up their right fielder as Isaiah Velasco. That one missing up high for ball one, and you even saw it on that pitch right there. It went up high, looked like it was just going to go center, and then it curved right back in the direction that the wind is blowing. As looking at the flag, it's blowing from left field to right field. Pitch goes to the plate, and Rios couldn't get a hold of it. Hoskins will steal second. Ball two now to Isaiah Velasco, the graduate transfer from Post University that has recently entered his name into the transfer portal once again. He just finished the season at Post, but before that he played at the Division I level with Cal Berkeley. Now the count moves to 3-0 as that one misses on the outside, and Lorenzo Rios will have a quick meeting with Dalton Campbell. This one to just make sure that they can come to an agreement on where to put the ball, just because with the wind it's so unpredictable about what's going to happen when you throw the pitches. Velasco steps back into the box and awaits the pitch. And that one gets into the zone for strike one. Some of the Larks infielders playing close to the grass. That includes Stokes, Reed, and Smith. And on ball four, Velasco will put runners at first and second. That takes us now to number 10, Ryan Buckley, the first baseman from Lake Erie College. Campbell looks back at second, delivers the pitch, and it gets into the zone for strike one. 18th game of the season for Ryan Buckley, redshirt sophomore from Mishawaka, Indiana. And they're going to call time as Campbell's hat flew off. And C.J. Reed will give it back to him.
Be curious to see how many more times that happens tonight to Campbell. Poor guy's going to be battling it up there on the mound.
The 0-1 goes to the plate, and it leads to strike two. But Buckley watches another one go by, and now he'll have to fight back to avoid being the final out of the inning. Campbell again watches at second where Hoskins is standing. That one going to be called a ball, and that one gets away from Lissy. But Tabor Stokes will be behind him, able to get it back. And a double steal as Hoskins moves over to third and Velasco over to second. That last pitch was called ball one, but still 2 strikes in the count. As Campbell sends it to the plate, a swing and a miss, and there is out number 3. The A's were able to get both Zach Hoskins and Isaiah Velasco into scoring position, but they will be left stranded in scoring position. We'll be back in just a moment as the Larks will be led off by Lane Sparks, Trent Baker, and Thomas Lissy. We welcome you back to Larks Park as we start the bottom of the first inning. As Dodge City will be giving the third start of the season to number 26, Caden Stewart, the freshman from Southern University. He will first face off against Lane Sparks. That one goes outside for ball one. And we're going to find out how we saw how the wind was impacting the Larks side of the fielding and pitching. We're about to see how it does for Dodge right here. Next pitch moves into the zone for strike one. Here is the Larks order for tonight after Lane Sparks. It'll be Trent Baker, Thomas Lissy, Dylan LaRue, Caleb Duncan, Lorenzo Rios, Paul Smith, Tabor Stokes, and C.J. Reed. That one will be called strike two. And Stewart will be looking for his 36th strikeout of the season as he's the team leader for the A's. Pitch goes to the plate and misses on the high outside corner for ball two. Line drive by Sparks, and this one sent right up the middle. Silverio couldn't track it down. He will run over to first base as he's got the first hit of tonight's game.
Always nice to get a little leadoff single to get things started on offense. But now the Larks have got a base runner. They can start to move around the base paths, especially when it's your leadoff guy like Lane Sparks or even, Trent Baker or whoever it might be. You've got quick guys in your lineup, and they know that, and so that's why they try to put those guys at the top of their order so they can move them around the base paths easier.
Next up is Trent Baker. He'll duck down at the first pitch for ball one. Here is Dodge's defensive alignment tonight. In left field is number 9, Zach Hoskins. Next to him in center field is number 6, Edward Gregory Jr. And in right field will be number 16, Isaiah Velasco. As we get a swing and a miss, Sparks will try to steal second, and he slides in safely. No outs, and the Larks have a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Sparks beat that tag by quite a bit, actually. That ball was bouncing as Sparks was touching the bag, so he had quite a bit of room to be able to slide his way into second base, and now he's got an opportunity to steal third here in just a moment. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him try and take it.
The 1-1 on the way. This is up high, tying the count up for with ball two. To untie the count, Trent Baker gets a big hit into left field, and Hoskins couldn't get there in time. They will tell Baker to hold up at first and tell the same thing to Lane Sparks over at third.
Well, now with runners in the corners, they've got an opportunity here to be able to drive a run in with just a single, and Larks could find their way onto the scoreboard real early here.
Thomas Lissy moves up to third in the order tonight, trying to bring home the runner from third, Lane Sparks. And the rain is starting to come down now here at Larks Park. Trent Baker will steal second. Sparks will steal home. And the Larks have the first run of tonight's game. He was able to get there because of the steal to second by Trent Baker. Two of some of the Larks' best stealers give them the first lead of the game. And like I just said, the rain's starting to come down here at Larks Park, so we'll see if they call a delay or if the game will play on. But on a 1-0 count, Thomas Lissy gets hit by the pitch. He is going to head over to first base. And we have an umpire from the field that I believe that's Doug Clark that just went over to the Larks dugout. And I think that they just called a delay. They did just that. Both teams will leave the field, and it took this long, but we have our first rain delay of the season. So we'll keep the stream going, but we'll step away until the game resumes action. We'll keep everybody updated on what's to come. But right now, with the isolated thunderstorms in the area, lightning is in the area, and the rain just started to pick up. So we will step away and keep you guys updated for tonight. So we just want to give a quick update to everybody. There is a large cloud moving into the area here at Larks Park. And from the way the forecast says, there's rain forecasted for the next hour. But we've had some lightning strikes here for a while. So the criteria, the way it works is 15-minute delay, but it's reset every time a lightning strike occurs. And we just had one a little bit ago. So unless another one strikes, the game should be able to go at 7:50. But we will keep you guys updated as the delay goes on. So we'll give another update real fast on the rain delay, which is still in progress. Again, we don't know how much longer it's going to last, but there have been some more lightning strikes in the lane, and the rain has picked up. Thank you to Eli for holding the game camera that we brought inside during the storm. But that cloud that you see right there has been moving into the area ever since the delay started. So we could be in for quite the wait here. So, again, we'll keep you guys updated. We appreciate you sticking with us here on the broadcast, and we'll continue to provide updates for the rest of the night.
Whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! Join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we've gotten news here into the press box that tonight's game has been called due to the weather in the area. Just expected to get worse throughout the night, and due to everyone's safety, they're calling it. So that will do it for our coverage of tonight's game, as the Larks will wrap up the regular season 28-4-1 on the year, and are now going to head to Wichita for the NBC World Series. They will start on the 24th at 6 p.m. against the Seattle Blackfins, and on that same night, Dodge City will play their first game as well at 8:30. They will be playing the Seattle Studs. So we will be providing audio-only play-by-play of the games throughout the World Series. So it should be a fun time down there. Both me and Eli will be there, and that's going to do it for our coverage of tonight's game. So we appreciate you all tuning in. Didn't end the way anybody wanted to, but it's just the way things are. So that's going to do it for our coverage tonight. I'm Hank Corsair, and alongside me was Eli Blankenship. And ladies and gentlemen, good night.